Okay, so we're back with some post-punk guitar today. This is essentially, I would describe as a combination of The Church, The Cure, and maybe Joy Division. So we're starting off in the 7th position. And what I like to do here is I'll use my 3rd and 4th finger because I'm going to be using the 7th fret sometimes. And that saves me then having to shift back into that position. So we're going to start out in bars 1 and 2. We're going to be using the 9th and 10th fret like this. So there's a very strong rhythmic element to this, which I like. Then in bars 3 and 4, similar sort of idea, and this time we'll be using the 12th fret as well. So let's have a listen to bars 1 to 4. And by the way, I've got the delay set to the same tempo as the music, so it's 172. So when I play a note, it'll repeat at that tempo. Okay, so let's have a listen to bars 1 to 4. So in the 5th bar then, we're going to be playing just a small C major chord. So it's 9th on the 3rd, 10th on the 4th. So that's the root note and its 3rd. Rhythm's a lot similar to what we've been doing, so it sounds like this. Generally, I wouldn't say there's too many rules to the picking here, but what I would say as a basic rule of thumb is just to, if you see consecutive 8th notes, maybe alternate pick those, but everything else can just be done with a downstroke. And with the alternate picking, you might start on an up, then a down, you might go on a down, then an up, whatever works for you, but there's no real hard and fast rules here. Just go with whatever you feel is best and feels the most efficient. So in the 7th and 8th bar then we're on it's basically an A5 power chord in a higher octave. You don't often hear these in metal music, but they do come up a lot in the post-punk and gothic and those sorts of genres. And that's going to sound like this. Notice we added in the minor 6 there, that's the 10th fret on the 3rd string. That's the A minor scale. That's your 6, minor 6. So that gives it a dark sound. So let's have a listen to bars 5 to 8. So in the 9th bar, I think we're going to be doing something a little bit similar to the top line. Let's have a listen. Yeah, it's exactly the same. So the 9th and 10th bar are the same as bars 1 and 2. And moving into the 11th and 12th bar then, starting off, well, it's actually the same as bar 3. And the 12th bar's almost halfway the same as bar 4, and then we're going to change at the end. So we play the 10th and the 8th fret on the 2nd string. So it's... Oh god, I just realised that actually sounds like the Woolworths Fresh Food People jingle that you hear in the shops here in Australia anyway. So, but anyway, that's good because it sounds nothing like that once we play the whole thing. Alright, let's have a listen to bars 9 to 12 now. Okay, so moving into bar 13, I get the feeling this is similar to the 5th and 6th bar. So the 13th bar is the same as bar 5. Just do that again because I missed out the last note. But the bar 14 is different, so it's... So we should get this. And then bars 15 and 16, although they use the power chord, the A power chord again in this position and on these strings, they don't use the 10th fret at the end this time. There's also a different rhythm. Sounds like this. So let's have a listen to bars 13 to 16. So that's where the changes begin. That's bar 17. So we're going to go to the 12th fret. I just use my pinky there, and we're going to play 12, 10, and 9. Next bar then we're going into the 10th, and we're going to play 9, 10, 9, 10, and 9 on the 4th. So we get... That's a weird note to end on. It's a B note. It doesn't sound very pleasant to stop there, but luckily we keep going pretty quickly, so it's... So we're resolving them back into the A note, and that's good because if we stayed on there, it just sounds weird to stay there. It doesn't really sound very good. So we're on that power chord shape then again. This time though, at the end of bar 20, we've got this little run to do at the end, which is actually the same as the end of bar 18. So let's have a listen to bars 17 to 20. Moving into the 21st bar, starting off the same as what we did in bar 17. Now this is a little bit different at the end, so we end on not 10 to 9, but 12 to 10. So it's... So just a subtle variation. Resolving then back to the A power chord. Notice there a different note as well. Instead of it's... So that's a 7th fret on the 3rd string. And then ending on the 10th fret 4th. So let's have a listen to bars 21 to 24. Okay, cool. So we're coming to the climax now. This is the 25th bar. We're going to go back to the 12th fret. You can slide in if you want, but I don't think I did in the introduction. So what we're doing here is we're going to give, well, we're sort of going to go out with a bang here, basically. It's a way of building up some tension. We're going to go higher and higher and higher and higher, and then resolve back. So it's a really good tool to use at the end of a song, and it works really well here. So 25th bar, 12th fret, 10th, 9th. Into the 26th, we've got 10 and 9. And then I'm going to do an A minor run down from the 13th fret on the 2nd string into the G note on the 3rd string. So it's... And another interesting element here is the fact that what I've done is I've put a lot of these end notes on the off beat. So it sounds kind of a little bit awkward, but it creates a nice interesting tension as well. So if you can hear me tapping my foot here, and then if I play these notes, you'll hear what I mean. So it's... Now some of them do fall on the beat, but a lot of them don't. Let's go through those notes and then we can have a playthrough from the 25th bar all the way to the end. So what we're going to do is we're going to go from the 14th, from the run, that 12th fret on the 3rd string, and then we're going to go to the 13th fret on the 2nd, 12th, 15th, 13th on the 2nd. What I tend to do here is I'll add a little bit of vibrato, a bit shaky, just add a bit of atmosphere. Then 12th on the 1st, 15th 2nd, 13th 1st, 12th 1st, G note 15 on the 1st, slide into the 20th fret on the 1st, so it's 19th, 17th on 1st, 20th on the 2nd, and then 19th on 1st, 20th on 2nd, 17th on 1st. Cool. So let's go from bar 25 after 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool, so thus concludes that lesson. Hope you've enjoyed it, and I will see you at the next one. Bye for now.